At end of unit review, Sanjay mixes 2 shades of green paint in the following ratio of green and white. Write each ratio in the form of 1:n. Mainly it is green is to white, but green is in 1 part. So 1 part green is to how many parts? 1. So for question number 1, A. For sea green, the original ratio is 5:7. So we need to write here to become 1. So here will be divided by 5, divided by 5. So you're going to get 7 divided by 5 is 1.4. And then we have fern green. Fern green is 8:11. So we need to make sure that it's 1:something. So we need to divide it by 8 on the left-hand side and divide it by 8 on the right-hand side. 11 divided by 8 is 1.375. So as you can see, it means that in sea green, for every part of green, or for every 1 part of green, you will get 1.4 parts of white. For fern green, for 1 part of green, you will get 1.375 parts of white. It means that in sea green, there are more white than fern green. So for question B, you can immediately answer fern green is darker. Okay, then let's look at number 2. In the Havens Gymnastic Club, there are 12 boys and 18 girls. Write the ratio of boys is to girls in the form 1:n. This one applies the same concept as the first question. So we need to just change it to 1 part boys, how many part girls. So in Havens, or the Havens, the ratio is 12 boys is to 18 girls. So we want to change this to 1. And then we need to divide it by 12. So 18 divided by 12, 1.5. Okay, so in Havens, the Havens Gymnastic Club, for every 1 boy, on average, there will be 1.5 girls. The Dales Club, let's look at B. The Dales Club as 8 boys is to 14 girls. Dales. 8 boys is to 14 girls. So if we just change this to 1 part here, so here divided by 8, divided by 8, 14 divided by 8 is 1.75. So which gymnastic club has higher proportion of girls? So definitely question C, right? Definitely in Dales. Okay, how do I say this? Let's say there is 100 boys. If there is 100 boys, 100 boys in the Havens, there will be 150 girls in the Havens. But in Dales, if there's 100 boys, there will be 175 girls in Dales. Okay, so that's how we do it. So question C is the Dales. Next, let's look at this one. When Maria makes a flan, say a type of dessert, she uses milk and cream in the ratio 3:2. She uses 240 milliliters of milk. How much cream did she use? So now we're going to use ratio to actually identify the amount for recipes. So 3, the ratio is 3:2. So if the milk becomes 240 milliliters, how much cream do we need to use? So whatever that I do on my left-hand side for ratio is very simple. It follows the rules of a fraction. Numerator and denominator, they must be paired. So whatever I do for my numerator, I must do for my denominator. All right. Answer would be 160 milliliters. Okay, now let's go to question number 4. So question number 4 says, green gold is made from gold and silver in the ratio 3:1. So same thing like the milk and cream for the flan. So for question number 4, the ratio of gold to silver 3:1. So if the green gold bracelet, now the whole bracelet, the mass is 56. Means gold plus silver is equals to 56 grams. So we need to see how much part does this take. How much part does this take? So the total part should be 3 parts plus 1 part is equals to 56 grams. 4 parts is equals to 56 grams. 1 part is 56 divided by 4, 14 grams. So how much gold? Gold is 3 parts. So it is 14 grams multiplied by 3. Okay? Now, in question B, they ask us, how do I check? Well, in order to check, I just need to find out silver. Silver is 1 part, which is 14 grams. So gold plus silver should be equals to 56 grams. Well, 42 grams plus 14 grams is equals to 56 grams. Yes, 56 grams, 56 grams. Check. That's it for number 4. Now number 5. Are these quantities in direct proportion? Explain your answer. So this one I actually don't need to do much working. The total cost of packets of biscuits and the number of packets bought. So the total cost and the number of packets of biscuit. So this one is definitely yes. Because the more packets bought, the more expensive you have to pay. Okay? Next, the number of girls in an athletics club and the number of boys in an athletic club. This is no, because it doesn't mean that one girl joined and then more girls or more boys will join. Or doesn't mean that more boys join, more girls will join. It must be in direct proportion. It means one goes up by 2 and then the other one goes up by a certain amount, so on and so forth. The number of liters of fuel bought and the total cost of fuel, this one is definitely yes. Because the more fuel you buy, the more expensive it is. And last one, the amount of TV a person watches in a day and the length of time they brush their teeth. No, this is not. Okay, it doesn't mean that the longer you watch movie or TV, the lesser time that you brush your teeth or the longer time you brush your teeth. All right? We continue with number 6A. How much do 16 jars of jam cost when 8 jars of jam cost $22? How much does it cost? So 8 jars is 22, so you can actually write the ratio. 8 jars is 22. So 16 jars would be times 2 times 2. Times 2 times 2. So the answer would be $44. So 6A, 8 is to 22, 16 is to, well, times 3 here, times 3 here, 44. The answer should be $44. Okay, now 8B is the one that's slightly difficult because 8 jars is 22. Well, if you want, you can find 1 jar first, and then you can find 5 jars. So 22 divided by 8, $2.75, and then times 5 times 5, you get $13.75. Very good. So this one to here is divided by 8, divided by 8, then multiply by 5, multiply by 5. I get this answer. All right. Moving on. Number 7. A shop sells jars of coffee in 2 sizes. The jar costs $6 and the 200-gram jars cost $6.56. Work out the cost of 100 grams of this coffee. So 7A actually wants us to work out 100 grams. So 200 grams is actually $6.56. They just want us to buy 100, not 1. 100 grams is how many? $6.56 divided by 2. $3.28. Why? Because I divide by 2 this side, divide by 2 this side. Then look at question B. Same thing but a bigger jar. 300 grams is actually worth $9.48. If I divide it by 3 and then to get 100 grams here. Because now I'm just putting it so that it's comparable. $3.16. Okay, so I'll get it divided by 3, divided by 3. So you can actually see in comparison which is cheaper. Is it the larger jar or is it the smaller jar? Better value for money would be the 300-gram jar. Okay, because it is it's actually 12 cents cheaper per 100 gram. Okay, that's why when you buy certain things, you look at how much is it per kilogram or per gram or per liter, then it's easier to compare. Okay, number 7 done. Let's look at number 8. Jean-Paul traveled from UK to France when the exchange rate was £1 is equals to 1.16 euros. He changed £450 into euros. How many euros did he get? So question 8A, £1 is 1.16 euros. It is pounds, this is euros. So if it's 450, you just need to multiply by 450. Okay, so you times 450 here, times 450 here. You can get your answer 1.16 times 450. You get 552. Okay, so he will get 552 euros. Okay. Oh, 522, my bad. And then when he travels back to the UK from France, the exchange rate was €1 is equals to 84 pounds, 84 cents in pounds. So €1 is to 0.84. So this is the opposite now. Euro is 0. He changed 65 euros into pounds. So you get 54.6 pounds. How do we do it? We multiply by 65 here, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so you get 54.6. Okay, they ask us to show how we check. To check, we need to convert it back. So all we need to do is we just take 54.6 divided by 0.84. Then we get 65. Yeah. 65.6. Yes. That's how we count. And last question. Number 9. Louis traveled to America when the exchange rate was £1 is equals to $1.58. So £1 is equals to $1.58. We saw a laptop in the shop for $695. The same laptop cost $479 in London. So where should Louis buy the laptop? So I'm actually going to use pound and convert it to dollars because that's the easier one. So I'm just going to find 479 here is to how many dollars? So here I would actually just multiply by 479, multiply by 479 on this side as well. So 1.58 times 479, I will get 756.82. So it is $756.82 in London. Okay. So which one should he buy? And $695 in America. If you think about it, wouldn't the America one be cheaper? Yeah. Buy from America.